Good evening.
Good evening.
Welcome to the 1999 award-winning performance of the Pickering competition. For those of you who are here expecting the Rotary show, you've come a week early. For those of you who are expecting to be entertained, you're at the right time. The Pickering competition is something that I'm particularly proud of. It's grown over these years from a very localized, small program to one that's now recognized across the country and internationally. It's one that authors look to and proudly triumph their awards. Our third and fourth place winners, second and third place winners each year, right back with the enthusiasm that they've had. Several of our shows have gone on to other forums, and we're sure that one of these years we're going to have a show that's going to become a top Broadway play out of this competition. Several of our authors have gone on to do other things. It all speaks well of the patron saints that we have that have inspired us and brought us on. Bob, who this entire program is dedicated to, and my dear wife Chris, who helped me to get this program to where it's at now with a whole lot of back scenes and the mailings and the postings and everything else. And I think if we didn't have the two of them kind of watching over us and helping us out, that we wouldn't have gotten to the success we have. We're very proud of this year's show. The author is a almost local author. She's from Kalamazoo. She's been here a couple of times to assist us in the staging of the show. She's observed a couple of our rehearsals and has appeared to be relatively pleased, so I'm quite proud of that. She promises us to be here on Saturday to accept her award and bring in a nice crowd with her. People love the show. Come on back Saturday, or come back after the show Saturday to meet the author. I think you'll enjoy it. This is a fun show, and it's one that I think you're going to be very happy that you've come to see. We're very proud of what we've done this year. And as I was instructed years ago by my dear wife, she said, I got to say it at the end of each speech, or it doesn't count. This one's for you, Bob. Chris, thank you.
Congratulate me. Congratulations. What am I congratulating you for? Well, congratulations. He finally proposed.
It took him long enough. I had to sit through one more showing of The Wedding Singer.
Well, I told you that was the wrong movie. I mean, when Adam Sandler sings Love Stinks at the wedding reception.
That was just a small part of the bigger picture.
The bigger picture being?
True love, marriage, happiness, and finding the perfect person to make one's life fully complete.
Excuse me. I think I have to barf.
Brad.
So, is there a date set yet?
He wants to do it next summer. I want this summer. We'll compromise.
And the compromises begin.
Marriage is compromises, right?
Among other things, yeah. Let me see that ring again. It is beautiful.
I know. It's exquisite. I love it.
That must have cost him a whole year's salary. Doesn't sound like the cheap guy we've come to know and you've come to love.
Love can do almost anything. It can make blind men see, poor men rich, and cheap men extravagant.
And what's the name of this world you live in again?
The land of contented lovers.
Oh yeah, I hate that place.
People on the outside always do, but they always want to be there.
Not me.
Liar. It's too big. I'll have to have it sized down tomorrow.
When, where, and how did he pop the question?
2 hours ago, his garage.
His garage?
Hey, first time we ever made love is in that garage.
Oh, well, in that case, an ideal location. Here's to love, happiness, and all things good.
Thank you. So there he was, wearing his tight jeans with the holes in these and no shirt. I mean, he's got the greatest shoulders.
Well, the other day, he had the greatest ass.
Can I pick him or can I pick him? So there he was, bent over, buffing the car.
Too bad he wasn't in the buff.
Yeah, great story for the grandkids. Your grandpa was naked, waxing the car.
I like it.
So there he was, all wrapped up in his wax and all, looking so sexy.
Craig's always looking sexy, according to you.
Lucky me.
The rest of the story?
Hey, who keeps interrupting here?
That must be me.
It is. Now let me finish. When I entered the garage, he turned to me, smiled, and said, "Let's do it." I thought he was talking about having sex. Till he reached in the glove compartment, removed the box, removed the ring from the box, placed it on my finger. Then he got down on one knee.
Are we talking about sex now or the proposal?
At this point, both.
And this is the version you want to tell your grandchildren?
Oh, some tasteful editing, yeah.
We're talking slash and burn here.
Anyway, he wanted to ask me at dinner tonight, but he couldn't wait.
Yeah, having sex in a restaurant is usually frowned upon. So, you said yes?
More than once?
Are we talking about sex again?
Yeah, lucky me, don't you think?
Important question. Did he finish waxing the car?
You don't have a romantic bone in your body.
Sure I do. It's just surrounded by some practical muscles and cynical skin.
You are happy for me?
Oh, of course I am. What kind of a friend would I be if I weren't?
You are going to be my maid of honor?
I'd be honored. So, you're sure this is it?
I'm deliriously in love. I'm crazy about him. I'm nuts about him.
Delirious, crazy, and nuts. Kind of sounds like you should be institutionalized.
That's why it's called the institution of marriage. And I'm happy to enter into it. It'll be wonderful.
You know, that's what worries me about you. You're always so bubbly and happily ever after.
No, I'm an optimist. You're a pessimist. End of discussion.
It's not quite that simple.
Hey, don't blame me because you're divorced and bitter.
I'm not bitter.
Okay then, overly cautious? Every once in a while you just have to close your eyes and jump in.
Well, I did that once. That pool had no water.
Okay then, you may want to keep one eye partially open.
And wade in from the shallow end.
Oh no, waiting is not allowed. You have to jump in with both feet. That's the way it works.
Great way to break a leg or two.
Sometimes a broken leg or heart is the price we pay. But often we get just what we want.
And, what exactly do you want?
Loving husband, 2 or 3 well-behaved kids, 1 smart dog, 2 lazy cats, 1 fast red car, 1 blue minivan, a red brick house in a nice neighborhood, and in-laws who live at least 200 miles away. 2,000 would be even better.
You don't ask for too much, do you?
I want the same things you want.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm not overly fond of kids, cats, and minivans.
Perhaps, but you do want someone to share your life with. Everyone does, and he's right around the corner. Only thing is, you've stopped turning corners.
I went out on that blind date that Joe and Monica set me up with last month. Remember? He spilled red wine on my white dress. He caught my hair in his watch band. He slammed my hand in his car door, and he insulted over 80% of the female population.
Okay, bad corner. And you never wear a white dress on the first day. It's too virginal.
Red,
Too suggestive.
black.
No, too depressing. That makes you look like a widow.
Well, maybe I shouldn't even wear a dress.
No, that reeks of desperation.
I meant slacks and a blouse.
Oh, I thought you meant.
I know what you meant. Someone's libido is in overdrive today.
Greg likes it that way.
I'm sure he does.
Look, someday there'll be a man in your life who makes your libido go from 0 to 80 in 5 seconds flat. And when that happens, I'll be your maid of honor.
There's more to marriage than sex.
Not for the first year.
Rats. If there is a next time, I'm going to go to Vegas, and I'm going to get married by an Elvis impersonator.
Well, that doesn't sound very romantic.
But it does sound interesting. Besides, I've always wanted to go to Vegas.
What's all this?
Oh, stuff from my grandmother. When she died, somebody boxed up all the knickknacks and sent one to each grandchild.
This is unusual.
Yeah, it's so ugly, I kind of like it.
Well, I don't want to see this among my wedding presents. Understood? Hey, I gotta go. I haven't told my folks yet. See what a good friend you are? I told you first.
I'm halfway between you and your folks' place.
I told you first anyways.
Well, in that case, thanks. And the best to both of you.
I'm marrying the man I love. That's as good as it gets.
I hope you're right.
I am. I'll call you later.
Okay.
Where am I?
How did you...
Is that a knife? Be careful.
What do you want?
Ah, that is my question to you. What is your wish, O master?
Who are you?
Who am I? Some masters are so slow. Someone has let it fall into disrepair. You must clean it. It is magnificent in its full glory.
Oh, enough about the lamp. Who the hell are you?
I am the genie of the lamp, of course.
Okay,
What is your wish, O master?
that again?
You must make a wish.
I must?
Of course, that is why you summoned me, is it not?
Look, I don't know where you're from, although a few places do come to mind. But I think you should leave, right now.
But I have not granted your 3 wishes.
This is crazy. Leave immediately or I'll call the cops.
The cops?
The cops, the police, the authorities.
Ah, authorities, I understand. You fear me. You wish protection?
No, I wish you would just leave.
As you wish. Now what?
How do you do that?
Do what?
Disappear like that, reappear like that.
I told you, I am the genie of the lamp. What is that?
The phone.
Please, make it stop, please.
Hello? No, Sue. Not now. Can I call you back? Okay. Bye.
What is it?
The telephone.
Why does it make that hideous sound?
Are you okay?
Yes. What is the purpose of this telephone?
Well, it allows me to talk to anyone, anytime, anywhere. God, I sound like a damn commercial.
A commercial?
Look, I don't know what's really going on here, but I think you should leave right now.
Are you wishing for me to leave again?
No, I'm ordering you to leave. Now, please go.
I cannot leave.
Why not?
The wishes?
Look, I don't know what it is with you and wishes, but I do know that if I call the police, they will remove you.
They can try. It is impossible until the wishes are completed.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. Just go.
I cannot leave. I am the genie of the lamp.
Back to that again. Okay. Prove it.
Prove it? Prove it. I will not stand here and be called a liar, then have some little measly insignificant worm of a woman demand that I prove I am who I am. Outrageous.
Outrageous? I think popping in and out of my kitchen is outrageous. I think making up some weird story about being a genie is outrageous. You know, you've left me no other choice. How?
If it's proof you want, now you will itch. First, the top of your head will itch as if a million hairy insects are crawling and making their nests all over your head.
Hey.
Now the bugs have made their way down your arms, and now your legs.
Make it stop.
Now, do you believe me?
Yes, yes, please make it stop. How do you do that? God, I've never itched like that before. That was pure torture.
Yes, torture. I can perform any task. I am a genie.
Okay, you're a genie. But couldn't you do something a little less sadistic, like make the table disappear or something?
Had the table disappeared, your valuable possessions would have plummeted to the floor. What I did was most effective. Do you not agree?
Yeah, whatever. So, now what?
I will grant you 2 wishes.
2? I thought it was 3.
No, just 2. 1 wish has already been granted.
It has?
Yes, earlier you wished for me to leave.
That was a wish?
Yes, you said, I wish you would just leave. I did.
Well, that's not fair.
You made the wish.
But I didn't know you were an actual genie.
I informed you numerous times.
Yeah, well, how many people actually believe you the first 10 or 20 times you tell them?
It does not matter. 2 wishes remain.
You know, I think you're a big fat cheat.
Insulting a genie. Now you have only 1 wish left.
What?
There is a code of conduct in these matters. And if the master, that is you, breaks any of the codes, the genie, that is me, must retaliate appropriately. Insulting a genie breaks one of those codes.
But,
You're lucky I didn't turn you into a rat or a cockroach.
so because I called you a cheat, I lose a wish.
A big, fat cheat.
But I didn't know about these codes.
No matter, I did. I enforced the proper retaliatory response. I suggest you move forward before you lose your one and only wish.
Well, that's not fair.
I grieve for you. Now, one wish.
One wish.
One wish.
Anything I want?
Anything your heart desires. But do not rush into this. Take your time. Think it through carefully. Don't plunge headlong into a wish that could ultimately wreak havoc. The last master wished for 3 beautiful, intelligent wives to love him. It ultimately resulted in his destruction. Well, they loved him. They hated each other.
So what happened?
Oh, they killed each other. He was so distraught that he took his own life at the funeral.
Bummer.
Bummer. What does this mean?
Well, it means life sucks.
Life sucks?
Stinks. It's unfair. It pulls us apart. It rips out our hearts. It kicks us in the teeth and tosses us into disgustingly filthy, maggot-filled garbage cans. Are you hungry?
Famished.
Help yourself.
It's been so long since. You are most kind. Thank you.
Don't you have any food in your bottle?
No food. Elimination problem.
Okay. Look. How does it taste?
Oh, it's delicious. It's been so long since I've had some of this. It's wonderful.
Well, am I back up to 2 wishes now?
No.
Well, it would seem an act of kindness would cancel out one minor offense.
I am not fat.
Of course not. There's no food in your bottle. Well, just out of curiosity, what happens to you after you grant my wish?
I return to the bottle.
Is that what you want?
No, I do not like that bottle. There are no delicious tastes, no harmonious sounds, no light, no mouth-watering smells, no one to converse with. Nothing. But it is the order of things. I grant the wishes, I return to the bottle. Bummer.
Really? Look, what can I call you? I mean, Genie sounds kind of stupid.
But I am the genie.
Oh, I know you are. But what's your name? The name your mother gave you. You did have a mother, didn't you?
Of course I had a mother, a beautiful woman, fought over by 3 sultans. It was her curse to be the most desirable woman in the land.
Wow, rotten curse, huh?
You don't understand.
Oh, I do understand. To be beautiful, have men fighting over you. What a ghastly existence.
It can be.
Yeah, I bet. Anyway, my name is Mary. Mary Louise Anderson.
Mary Louise Anderson, a very exotic sounding name. My name is, oh, it's been so long since. My name is Jamal Omar Al-Bishi Fahad Jabran Abdulaziz. A very common name in my country.
Can I just call you Jamal?
Is that your wish?
No, it was a question, not a wish.
As you wish. You may call me Jamal. We're out of food.
Oh, no, we're not. Thirsty?
Oh, yes. What is this?
Coke?
You do not have water?
Oh, yeah, I have plenty of water. I just thought...
Bubbles, magic bubbles.
Carbonation.
Carbonation? This is called Coke.
Yes. Okay, Jamal, I'm ready.
Are you sure? These matters take long and careful consideration.
If I don't hurry up, you're gonna eat me out of house and home.
Well, you could just wish for another house and home then.
I'm rather fond of this one, thanks anyway.
I could add more rooms.
I don't need more rooms. Are you trying to distract me?
I'm enjoying taste.
Do I get a wish or not?
Yes, you get a wish. I merely think that you should take more time before making such a momentous decision.
Well, I don't need more time. I know exactly what I want.
What is your wish, O master?
My wish is, I want you to make me happy for the rest of my life.
No,
No?
I cannot perform that wish.
Wow, surprise!
You misunderstand.
Well, then explain it to me.
Your wish. Happiness. It is intangible.
Intangible? But it's my wish. I want to be happy.
Everyone wants to be happy. I cannot make that happen. That is up to you.
Then, how about good health?
No again.
Gee, Jamal, just when I was beginning to believe in you, you can't even grant one minor wish.
Those are not minor wishes. And once again, good health is intangible. Just outside the realm of my immense powers.
Immense powers. Well, I suppose bringing about world peace is out of the question, right? Yeah, so you're pretty limited, huh?
No, my powers are vast and varied.
Yeah, right. You can't make me happy or healthy or bring about world peace. What exactly, besides eating everything in sight and making me itch like crazy, can you do?
I can conjure a pile of jewels 1,000 feet high, a magnificent palace with a piranha-filled moat for your privacy, an invincible army to order as you will. One of a million things.
Great, just what I need. Jewels, a palace, and an army.
That's 3 wishes.
I'm not wishing for any of those things.
Oh, as you wish.
What I really need right now is another drink.
Is that your wish?
No, I can get my own drink.
Most women would have desired the jewels. Why is that not your wish?
I don't have much use for jewels. They don't go too well with jeans and t-shirts.
Back to happiness. Well, you could have sold them and become extremely rich.
I don't know. I've seen some people become extremely rich and extremely unhappy. I'm not convinced that money can make a person happy.
Back to happiness. You are more intelligent than you appear, Mary Louise Anderson. What is that you're drinking?
Champagne?
I see bubbles. May I have some?
Sure.
Bubbly wine. This will not improve your decision-making capabilities.
I know. But it relaxes me.
If it is relaxation you desire, I could spirit you away to a remote island filled with warm sea breezes, nubile young men, and crystal clear water.
Not a bad idea, but no, I don't think so.
As you wish.
Stop saying that.
As you...
Can you give me my one true love?
Your one true love.
Yes.
And this person would be
Well, I don't know. That's your department.
your one true love.
Yeah. My soulmate. The other half of my troubled soul. The one man in the world I was meant to be with.
You have a troubled soul.
Doesn't everybody?
Not everybody.
So, my wish. Too intangible, right?
No, not intangible, but it would take considerable powers and forces.
beyond your powers.
Nothing is beyond my power.
Except happiness, good
Your
health.
wish intrigues me.
I do have a soulmate out there somewhere.
Yes.
Don't I?
We each have a soulmate.
I thought so. Well, make mine a doctor. About 6 feet tall, blonde hair, broad shoulders, great personality, sense of humor, of course. Thoughtful, sensitive, caring, not afraid of bugs, domestic animals, women.
Enough.
But I'm telling you what I want.
You want your soulmate. I cannot make him. I must find him. I need time. I need peace. I need quiet. I need more Coke. Now that is magic. Your soulmate.
My soulmate.
Your one true love.
My one true love. You're stalling.
I'm stalling. Spit, please.
What?
Spit in my hand. A strand of your hair also.
What the hell?
Oh, my God, Jamal, you really did something.
Something. I performed a magnificent feat that would have taken other genies weeks. No, months.
But he's not what I ordered.
He is your soulmate. I have granted your wish.
Oh, no, you haven't.
Where am I?
You are in Mary Louise Anderson's house.
Mary Louise.
Look at him. He's unkempt and dirty. He stinks.
Hey, something leaked out of the pipe I was working on. I usually don't smell like this.
I'm sure he cleans up adequately.
But from all appearances, he's a plumber.
Are you a plumber?
Yeah, but
Oh, no way is this man I can't even say it.
Your soulmate.
what?
You two are soulmates. Each one half of the total other.
Would someone please explain what the hell's going on here? The last thing I remember, I was tightening a pipe under Rudemaker's sink, and then I'm here. Wherever here is.
I told you, Mary Louise Anderson's house.
Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Michigan? No way, that's impossible. I mean, I'm in, well, I was in Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. Another exotic name.
But how?
But you can thank me. I brought you here. You are Mary Louise Anderson's soulmate. You are here to fulfill her wish.
He's not my soulmate. Just look at him.
I think he is aesthetically pleasing.
Hey,
Mary Louise Anderson, you need to get past the physical and, for the time being, the olfactory. He has a full head of hair. He appears to have all of his teeth, limbs, and digits, although I cannot speak for the toes. He is not pockmarked. He does not have any oozing lesions or boils. I do not see what the problem is.
Well, apparently your standards are somewhat lower than mine.
whatever game you two are playing, you can count me out. Because I'm not interested. Okay, what's the trick here?
You cannot leave until you two are united.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
He's probably married.
I'm not married. And that's not the point.
Gay?
Why does everyone assume a man that's reached the age of 30 without being married is gay?
Gay. Do you not want gay?
Jamal, it's not what you think.
Gay means happy, does it not?
Not anymore.
I'm not gay.
I do not understand.
Well, it means he prefers the company of men.
What man does not?
Is this guy for real?
Jamal, gay is, it means he's intimate with other men.
Oh.
Would someone listen to me? I'm not gay. And even if I was, I'd still want to get the hell out of here.
There is no way out of here until the wish is completed.
Screw the wish. Somebody had better open that door real quick, or I'm gonna get real mad.
I like him. He is feisty.
Feisty was not on my list.
It should have been.
Yeah, next to headstrong, pushy, and odoriferous, Jamal, he's not the one.
How can you be so sure?
He doesn't fit.
Then you must change your preconceived image. Trust me. This is your true soulmate. Your one and only love.
He's a plumber.
And a plumber is?
He fixes pipes. You know, water pipes and all that stuff.
Water pipes. Interesting. Now, what is wrong with the plumber?
Well, I had my heart set on a doctor or a professor, or at least someone sort of professional.
He appears to be a good man.
You're the one who told me not to go by appearances.
Yes, but I can see better than you can. Is there more food?
God, you are a regular garbage disposal.
Garbage disposal?
Ask the plumber. It's more his line of work. Maybe that champagne has affected your powers.
My powers are unimpaired.
By the way, your living room's a mess. Do you ever clean?
That's it. I hate him. Make him go, Jamal.
So, what institution did you two escape from?
We're perfectly normal.
We mean you no harm.
Then what is this? Some sort of sick experiment?
No, it's not that.
You know what? I don't really care. Just please let me go.
He is polite. That is good, isn't it?
Look, I have things to do. There are jobs waiting for me back in Cleveland.
Perhaps you could work on the plumbing here.
This is all about your plumbing?
There's nothing wrong with my plumbing, thank you very much. I'm sorry. There's been a big mistake.
No mistakes. Genies do not make mistakes.
Genies. Is he for real?
Well, how else do you think you got here?
I don't know. Still trying to figure that one out.
I brought you here, and I can send you back. But I won't. Not until you two are joined.
Joined? You mean,
Yes, married.
Oh, I thought you meant married? Hell, I don't recall murdering anyone recently.
Oh, so marriage is a death sentence.
Well, yeah.
Oh, figures, fear of commitment.
Hey, don't throw that one at me. It has nothing to do with a fear of commitment. It has more to do with a fear of being stuck with one woman.
Oh, so what's wrong with being with just one woman?
He has not experienced true love.
Hey, I've been in love. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Boy, Jamal, you sure do know how to pick 'em.
I did not pick this one, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Can I change my wish?
Your wish? You're really falling for this genie stuff, aren't you?
More food.
Jamal, there is no more food. You cleaned out my refrigerator.
If he's a genie, why can't he just make food appear?
I cannot do magic for myself, only for the master.
So if I ask,
You cannot, your wishes are used up.
you're not helping much here, Jamal. I'm sorry. I really should have offered you something. I have some champagne over there.
Oh, champagne. That explains a few things. If you don't mind, I'd prefer the key to the door.
Aren't you curious
Curious.
about her?
She's cute enough.
Cute enough for what?
For, you know,
No, explain it to me.
Explain it to me also, please.
I think I'll take you up on that drink. By the way, what's wrong with a plumber?
You heard that? I'm sorry. That was insensitive of me.
Oh, insensitive, shallow, judgmental.
Okay, I get the idea. It's just, I didn't order a plumber.
Oh, you didn't order a plumber. Great. Tell me, what exactly did you order?
A doctor.
Oh, a doctor. Getting paged in the middle of the night for emergencies, 12-hour shifts, high stress levels, malpractice suits, and school loans to pay off. Great call. Now, a plumber. Sets his own hours, and he doesn't spend his off time worrying if the patient will pull through or not. Or things do go wrong, if a damn lawyer will be knocking on his door.
So, you're saying that a plumber would make a better husband?
That's not what I said.
Sure sounded that way to me.
To me also.
How do I get out of here?
You do not. You will remain until the wish is fulfilled.
Not me. I've got a dinner engagement at 6.
And I've got classes tomorrow.
No one is leaving this house until you two are united. I have spoken.
Mary, let me in. I've lost my ring.
Ah, a damsel in distress. I must come to her rescue.
Ew, it stinks.
Oh, Betty, calm down. Of course it's in there. Where else could it be?
On the road, in the grass, under a couch, in some obscure corner of my car.
Have no fear, Betty. It is in the pipe, right where it turns upward.
Well, if you know exactly where it is, then why can't you just zap it out of there?
Zap,
Yeah, you know, zap, blink, magically make it come out here.
this way is better.
Do you see it yet?
I won't know till I remove the pipe. Just a few more minutes.
She is lovely. As lovely as the cooling waters of an oasis.
Yeah, Betty's cute.
Cute? No. Lovely, beautiful, exquisite.
Jamal, back off. She's probably too young for you. By the way, how old are you?
What year is this?
1999.
Then I am 820 years old.
Then she's way too young for you. Besides, she just got engaged today.
Yes, the diamond ring. You know, it is a fake, a forgery.
Fake?
A fake diamond, not even real gold.
Well, how did you know that?
The same way I knew where the ring could be found.
Well, don't tell her.
Why not? She should know.
No. Maybe when she gets it sized down, they'll tell her.
Some stranger can tell her, but I cannot.
Exactly.
Here it is.
Oh, thank you, Robbie.
You're very welcome. I wish all my customers were that enthusiastic. It's a bit dirty.
Oh, I don't care.
Betty, why don't you put that someplace a bit safer than your finger?
But I love this ring. It's the most wonderful, exquisite, beautiful thing I've ever owned.
Well, next time you might not have a genie around to tell you where to find it.
He has nice shoulders. Do you not agree? Go talk with him now. I will entertain your friend.
Entertain?
Amuse. Converse with him. Charm. I like your Betty.
She's not my Betty. And don't like her too much. Remember, you have to go back into the bottle.
I remember her.
Now, wait a minute. You granted my wish, so why aren't you back in the bottle right now?
The master must be satisfied that I have fulfilled his exact wishes before I can return.
Wishes? I only got one.
2.
Oh, yes. How could I forget that also memorable wish of you leaving? That was a doozy. Betty, why don't you come sit down? I'll keep an eye on things here.
What, afraid I'll steal something like the Ajax or the dish soap?
Well, since those are safely on the countertop, I'm not too worried. Look, I just thought I'd keep you company while you work, but if you'd rather be alone...
No, that's okay. You might even learn something.
Yeah, I just might.
So, how did you become a genie?
You do not question that I am a genie?
Of course not. Look at you. What else could you be?
Ah, so open, so trusting.
One of my downfalls, I'm afraid.
No, it is an admirable quality. Too many people do not believe what is right in front of their eyes.
Some people are just more cautious than others.
Caution is for cowards.
Well, that would make bravery for fools.
Would you two stop it? So, was it a curse or being in the wrong place at the wrong time or what?
Both, I'm afraid. You see, my mother was a beautiful woman. Too beautiful. 4 sultans desired her for their wife.
Hey, it was 3 earlier.
No, 4. One of the sultans, Omar Capiche, asked for my help in winning her affection. I was 18 at the time, young and naive. He promised me riches beyond my imaginings if I would do as he asked. I happily agreed. So at every opportunity, I sang his praises to my mother. This went on for some time until one day she said to me, "Jamal, enough about Omar Capiche. I do not want him." I pleaded with her to reconsider, but nothing I could do or say could sway her. She was a stubborn woman, very, very stubborn. She was in love with Azar Rashmani, and that was that. When word spread that she had accepted Rashmani's marriage proposal, Omar Capiche was greatly displeased. He accused me of not having tried hard enough, of pleading Rashmani's cause behind his back. No amount of denial would convince him that I had tried my best on his account. Because he thought I had betrayed him, he had his evil counselor, Abel the Terrible, put this curse on me. So here I am, a genie, forever.
Forever?
Yes, forever.
There's no way to.
But hey, at least you get to live forever.
I would rather live a mortal life with a good and dutiful woman.
Dutiful as in obedient?
What use is a disobedient wife?
He's got a point there.
Wow, surprise. You're agreeing with the male chauvinist point of view. Tell me, if you had a dutiful wife, would you be a dutiful husband?
Of course. Otherwise, what's the use?
You see, Mary Louise Anderson, life is full of surprises.
I bet you could beat this curse thing.
If by beat you mean extricate myself from it, you are mistaken. It is an impossible curse with no escape.
But what about all those rules you mentioned earlier? Don't any of those apply to the curse?
Many apply to the curse, but they do not tell how to escape. It is futile to even consider. Please, let us move on to other more interesting topics.
Oh, what could be more interesting than you? A genie in his bottle? Talk about exciting.
Betty, you are good for my soul.
Thank you. No one's ever said anything like that to me before.
Not even your fiancé?
No, Greg's more down to earth. He tells me that I'm neat and he likes hanging out with me. Stuff like that. Nothing poetic like you.
What a shame. You should have poetry in your life every day. Poetry and love and adoration.
You're so sweet. Isn't he sweet, Mary?
Oh yeah, Jamal's a real sweetie.
Please, you're embarrassing me.
So what's inside the bottle?
A soft mat and a softer pillow.
What do you do when you're in there?
Sleep and think and dream and sleep some more and think some more.
Talk about getting a lot of beauty sleep. No wonder you're so cute.
Cute? You think I'm cute?
Yeah, real cute. Hasn't anyone ever told you that?
No. No one remarks about my appearance except to comment on my attire.
Well, some updated clothes would be interesting. Are you allowed to change?
There is no rule forbidding a change of attire. In fact, I like the idea. These old things are, well, old. Where might I acquire a new costume?
Can't you just zap some new stuff?
I can only do as my master bids.
Oh, Mary, order
Her
him to...
wishes are all used up.
And what about me?
You are not my master.
Too bad. Hey, we could go to the mall.
Whatever the mall is, no. We cannot leave this house until the wish is complete. Then I must return to the Bible. So perhaps new clothing is unwise at this time.
You have to return to the bottle? Darn, there must be some way that...
No, it is impossible.
It's so sad.
Oh, do not be sad. I'm glad to have met Mary Louise Anderson and Tom Tom
Copeland.
and Tom Copeland, and especially you, Ben. You are kind and generous and beautiful, and the best person I've encountered in 800 years.
Wow.
Yes, I know you're engaged to be married.
Oh, and you've been stuck in a bottle for centuries, and you deserve more in life. The internet.
What?
The internet. We'll use Mira's computer and surf the net. Maybe someone out there can help find a solution to your dilemma.
Surf the net?
Come on, I'll show you.
Do you believe that?
Sure, they look good together.
But he's a genie and she's Betty.
A very nice lady.
Too nice for her own good sometimes. She could get in trouble.
Don't worry, he seems quite harmless.
He's a genie. How could he be harmless?
So you really believe that genie stuff?
Well, how else do you explain your presence here?
I don't. Sometimes I find that extraordinary things happen to ordinary people, and it's best not to ask too many questions.
So you consider yourself an ordinary person?
Positively. And there's nothing wrong with ordinary.
Well, don't we strive to be something more than ordinary?
Not me. I just try not to be something less than ordinary. Hey, could you get my wrench for me? Please?
This is surfing,
This is surfing.
and our goal is to...
To find someone somewhere who knows more about genies than you do?
that is impossible.
Perhaps I should say who knows more about curses than you do?
You are going to a lot of trouble for me. Thank you.
Hey, it's not a lot of trouble, and thank you
For what?
for being so nice to me.
Oh, I am sure that I am just one amongst many who are nice to you.
No, not really. Most people kind of, well, they treat me like I'm some half-wit cousin or something.
And why is that?
I guess they don't think I'm as smart as they are.
So they treat you...
Differently. Like, when the conversation turns to something highbrow, they pretty much exclude me. Or maybe I exclude myself. I'm not sure. But it's also boring, you know? Like the difference between Thomas More and Francis Bacon, or the effect of the Russian Revolution on modern historical events. I'm sorry, but boring.
What does interest you?
You.
Oh, I want to kiss you now, but I won't. You are engaged to another. What else do you find interesting?
Wild animals, fashion, rainbows.
Rainbows?
I'm always wondering what's at the end of them.
Oh, I'd like to show you.
Oh, more poetry.
You bring out the poetry in me. Do you like poetry?
I do now. What do you find interesting, Jamal?
Everything. Life, living, eating, drinking, making love. Something I have not done in 520 years.
Weren't you in the bottle 520 years ago?
Yes, it was one of my master's wishes.
Really? You're allowed to wish for that?
She could wish for anything. She was the master.
Tell me, was her wish fulfilled to her complete satisfaction?
I pleasured her for 3 days and 2 nights. Or was it 2 days and 3 nights? No matter. I was summoned back to the bottle immediately. I assumed that was a yes.
Lucky woman.
Yes, she was. Carnal pleasure every 520 years is not healthy.
It's also senseless. You know, since it's been so long since you, what harm could one little kiss do?
Do you think this is wise?
No.
Thanks. You did good.
It was nice of you to do this.
Yeah, well, it gave me something to do until that weird friend of yours unlocks this place.
Looks like that won't be until...
Yeah, until you're convinced that I'm your soulmate. Wait, you don't have to be convinced. He has to be convinced that you're convinced.
So you're saying,
You tell him that I'm your soulmate, that I'm the greatest guy you've ever met, the best looking, most interesting man in the world, and that we want to get married. He'll let me go and we can all get on with our lives.
and you don't think that's pouring it on just a bit thick?
Okay, use your own words, but convince him.
Well, I'm a terrible actor.
Don't you want me out of your kitchen, out of your life?
Yes, of course, it's just, he probably won't believe it. You're right. I should try to convince him that the last wish has been fulfilled. Then he can go back into his bottle, and I can go back to my life, and you can go back to yours.
Exactly.
So, who's the dinner date with tonight?
I'm taking my best friend out to celebrate his passing the bar exam.
Oh, so he's going to be a lawyer.
That's the plan.
It's good to see one's goals realized. Are your goals realized?
Most of the time.
What are they?
To live and die without doing harm to anyone else.
What about accomplishments? Hopes, dreams, material things.
Like money, power, prestige? No thanks. More trouble than they're worth. I prefer the easy, simple life.
Like a cabin in the woods? No people, no civilization, no electricity?
You're pretty close. I need electricity. Hot and cold running water, radio, refrigerator, washer and dryer. One person to share it all with.
One person?
Someone who wanted to be with me enough to endure me, and only me, for months at a time.
Wow.
That was extraordinary.
When did you learn to kiss like that?
Baghdad, 1199.
Was she pretty?
Who?
The woman who tried to kiss like that.
Oh, it was not a woman who taught me.
Really?
Oh, you misunderstand. It was my uncle, Uncle Haspa, who at the age of 15 sat me down and said, "Nephew, when you kiss a woman, you must remember 3 things. 1, she is a unique and delicate flower. Take your time and savor her sweetness. 2, each kiss must be an event in itself, for it can never be repeated the same way twice. And 3,
3.
be careful who you kiss, for you may fall in love. Such is the power of a kiss."
Wow. I like your uncle.
My uncle was a wise man. I often regret not having spent more time in his company.
I have an uncle, Uncle Bob. He's not as philosophical as your uncle, but he likes to give advice too. Like every time I visit, he says, look both ways before you cross the street. I mean, I'm 35 years old, and he still says, look both ways before you cross the street.
Perhaps he is more of a philosopher than you think.
Think so?
Yes, I do.
Too bad you can't meet him. Then you could decide for yourself.
I would like to meet your whole family.
Oh, this is crazy. You can't meet my family. You have to go back.
I must tell you, there has never been a time before when I have so regretted the necessity of returning to that dreaded bottle.
What if, when you return to the bottle, I rub it? You could grant me 3 wishes, and I could wish for you to stay out.
It does not work that way. After I return to the bottle, it disappears and reappears somewhere else.
So you'll be gone forever?
Yes, forever. If only...
So, is there anyone special in your life?
If you're asking if I have a girlfriend, the answer's no.
Why not?
Too much trouble.
Really?
Yeah, they make you do things you don't want to do.
Like what?
Oh, visit with her dysfunctional family, go to the opera, hold hands in public.
Well, those sound like minor concessions. It's not like she's asking you to rob a bank or something.
Might as well be. Would you like some help with that?
No, but thanks.
Do you mind?
No, help yourself.
So, do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Why not? You're definitely attractive enough.
attractive enough for, what was that? Sex?
Well, yeah. What's wrong with that?
Well, it's demeaning. I'd rather be interesting than attractive.
Liar.
Liar.
Yeah. You like the fact that men look at you and desire you, and that has nothing to do with being interesting.
I want to be able to carry on an intelligent conversation with a man.
Sure you do. After he's been attracted to you. First there's the attraction, then intelligent conversation, then sex. And after that, if everything goes smoothly, maybe marriage.
Well, you've got it all figured out, haven't you?
It's really quite simple.
Well, if it's so simple, then why do so many people do it wrong?
Because most people get married for the wrong reason.
The wrong reason?
They think they're in love.
When they're really in lust.
No, they're lonely. And they think the other person will make the loneliness go away. It doesn't work that way.
You're quite a philosopher, aren't you?
I spend a lot of time alone, under sinks.
Great place to contemplate the mysteries of the universe.
Great place.
You know, you're the second person today that's called me a liar.
If the shoe fits.
I try to be honest.
With yourself.
I always thought I was. I'm not so sure anymore. Hungry?
I thought all the food was gone.
Well, I think I have a pizza in the freezer.
Sounds good. Do you mind if I use your phone? I'd like to tell Mark that I probably won't make it tonight.
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, buddy. It's me. I've got a situation here that I'll tell you a lot about later, but I probably won't be able to do dinner tonight. Sorry. I'll call you as soon as I get free of this particular
Predicament?
predicament. Thanks. See ya.
So, why didn't you call the police?
Oh, sure. Help! I'm being held hostage by a crazed genie and 2 attractive women. I don't even know where I am.
You're at 202 West Maple. They could have traced the call.
Yeah, well, maybe. Anyway, I guess it's not so bad here. At least you're feeding me.
Not as good as dinner out, but what restaurant could provide you with your very own genie?
He's your genie, not mine.
Tell me, what if he was yours? What would you wish for?
Probably that log cabin you mentioned earlier.
That's one wish. Now, if you don't piss him off, you still have 2 left.
2 more, huh?
2 more.
Well, 1, I need a dog to hang out with.
You can get a dog anywhere.
Ah, but not the perfect dog.
And 3?
A fishing boat. A 12-foot Evan, probably.
Well, those are simple wishes.
Guess I'm a simple guy.
I don't think so.
So, tell me about your marriage.
How did you know I'd been married?
You've got the attitude.
Is that an insult?
No, just a statement.
Well, you don't want to hear about my failed marriage.
Sure I do.
Okay. Stanley and I met in college. We fell in love, or at least what I thought was love. We got married, he graduated, and got a job as a CPA at a big accounting firm. We bought a house, 2 cars, had a big poodle. Everything seemed so perfect. God, it's all so trite. Anyway, he started staying out later and later, coming home smelling the smoke, perfume, liquor. We had an affair. I forgave him. He had another. I forgave him again. And another,
I see a pattern here.
as did I. So we got divorced. End of story.
I take it from that follow-up of a marriage that you don't trust men.
Well, we all have our baggage. Some of us don't trust people, while others are afraid of commitment.
I'm not afraid of commitment. I just don't want to be stuck with a woman who wants me to do things I don't want to do.
Well, what if you could find a woman who wouldn't ask those things of you?
I'd marry her. And if you could find a man you could trust,
I don't think I could trust anyone.
and I guess your baggage is heavier than mine. Say, with all this baggage between us, it seems like we should take a trip.
Where to?
Vegas.
No.
What, you hate Vegas or something?
No, I love Vegas. Well, I've never been there, but I've always wanted to go. How can a guy who wants a cabin in the woods also want to visit Vegas?
Visit Vegas first, and then live in the woods.
Well, that makes sense.
You know, maybe we could. I mean, you're very attractive and interesting.
So, am I right?
About what?
The two of you.
No. I mean, yes. Tom is certainly the man for me.
You should not lie to a genie.
Well, that was convincing.
Well, I told you I was a lousy actor.
Well, that was worse than lousy. That was pathetic.
Well, you should try it sometime.
Okay. Jamal, you're right. Mary is the most amazing, fascinating, even-tempered woman I've ever met.
Even-tempered?
You are both equally pitiful.
You're crazy, you know that?
Crazy like a camel.
Where's Betty?
She is setting up a game called Monopoly.
You two are going to play Monopoly?
What about the internet?
That is what I've come to tell you. We have a man in Germany who thinks he can help me. And while we are waiting, we thought we would play this Monopoly. Do you wish to join us?
Yeah, sure, it might be fun.
I get to be the race car.
What is a race car? Ah, the fiancé.
He kissed you?
No, I kissed him. No, he did kiss me back.
Well, Betty, what about...
I've never been kissed like that before. It's like the most sensuous, amazing, phenomenal kiss ever. Moist but not sloppy, firm yet yielding, and oh, so tasty.
Tasty.
Delicious.
Well, I hate to be the one to bring you back to reality, but what about Greg?
He's never kissed me like that.
That's not what I meant. But that good, huh? Are you falling for him?
He's got to go back to the model, remember?
Well, not if we can find a way out for him.
I don't see how.
Well, now I'm the optimist and you're the pessimist. I like this.
Oh my God, what if he's the one man in the world for me?
Well, I thought Greg was the one.
I thought so too once, but now that I met Jamal, I'm not so sure anymore.
You need time to think this through.
I don't have time. Jamal could disappear, and then I married Greg, and wonder for the rest of my life what it would have been like with Jamal.
Well, maybe you could teach Greg to kiss like that.
No, that's not something anyone can teach someone else. Unless Greg has an uncle.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh no, it's nothing like that. It's just Jamal's like, never mind. So, how goes it with the plumber?
Tom? His name's Tom, and he's not just a plumber.
That's strange. I remember only a few hours ago he was only a plumber. What's changed?
Well, everything. I mean, I guess I like him. A lot.
Yeah, nice shoulders. Oh, what are you going to do?
Do? Nothing.
Nothing? Mary, are you crazy? You like him. He likes you. Jamal thinks you're soulmates, and maybe you are. And you're just going to sit here in the kitchen and do nothing? I always thought you were so smart.
What can I do?
Let me see. I know. Talk to him. Flirt with him. Get to know him. Let him get to know you. Show him how much fun you are.
I'm not fun.
Of course you are. Why do you think I spend so much time here?
Because we're best friends.
And we're best friends because?
Because we grew up next door to each other and have known one another for 20-some years.
No, well, yes, but also because you're fun. Sue Lyman lived on the other side of me. I never see her.
Well, that's because she beat you up in 3rd grade.
And then you beat her up for me.
And that makes me fun.
That makes you a good friend.
So, is there anyone else you want me to beat up for you?
We've outgrown that, haven't we?
Yeah. I kind of miss those times. Sitting around, talking about boys
What we're going to be when we grew up.
and our favorite foods.
Now we talk about men, our jobs, and quick and simple meals to fix.
Yeah, we've changed a lot.
We're still fun, you and me.
Yes, we are. And to prove it,
You're going to...
oh, I don't know. I've got to think this through.
Don't think too hard. It's best just to go with your gut instinct.
My gut's a bit nervous right now.
Is it nervous because of Tom or because of the pizza we just ate?
Tom,
I thought so.
you know, if Tom and I can ever connect, which I don't think we will, but if we do, Jamal's going to have to go back into the bottle. So maybe for your sake, it's better if we never get beyond the hello, how are you stage.
I wish I'd never met Jamal. I was a whole lot happier this morning.
Shit!
What?
Go directly to jail. I'm getting pretty tired of this game.
So stop playing.
I can't, I'm winning.
Have you noticed that you're the only one still playing the game?
Yeah, probably why I'm winning.
Beautiful ring you gave Betty.
Yeah, it's a beaut.
How much did it cost you?
How much? Quite a bit.
I don't think so, since it's a fake.
Hey, where'd you get a crazy idea like that from?
That's just one of the many things I know.
You think you know. I suggest you stop making accusations, or else somebody's gonna be very sorry.
Sorry.
No need to be that way, Greg.
Hey, I don't appreciate him making accusations like that. Somebody's liable to believe him.
I do not lie.
Oh, everybody lies.
Not me.
Oh, you're so much better than the rest of us, right?
Not better, just different. You see, while you go around telling lies, I see the truth. And the truth is that the ring you just gave to a wonderful, warm, beautiful, intelligent woman is not real. It is a cheap imitation.
Hey, no way. It's an heirloom. Heirlooms are always the real thing, right?
Not this time. I see a deathbed.
God. Hey, how did you do that?
I told you, I see things and know things.
yeah, I hear ya.
I see a gnarled old hand with many rings, beautiful rings.
Stop it!
I see you beside the bed.
Okay. Since you seem to know way too much already, if you promise not to say anything, I'll tell you.
Agreed.
Tom?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Well, about a month ago, my family decided to go and visit my great aunt. She's been sliding downhill for the last 5 or 6 years and finally dying for the last 6 months. And so my family figured it would probably be the last time we'd go and see her. So they drugged me out there to wish her a fond farewell. God, I hate sick people. And I hate old people. But I especially hate sick old people. They're so depressing. Well, we were in that room with her, and that room smelled really bad. I mean, musty, like it hadn't been aired out in years. And like somebody had puked sour milk, you know. Yeah. And she thought, my great aunt thought I was her long lost brother. Boy, she was definitely out of her gourd. Well, the family was there consoling each other and tears were flowing. And I looked down at this old, withered up, dying woman thinking, God, what a waste. I mean, she should have been dead decades ago. And then I looked down at her hand, and she had these beautiful rings on her fingers. 3 on one hand, and 2 on the other. And I'm thinking, another waste. Beautiful jewelry on a gnarled old hand. So I knelt down beside the bed, as if to hold her hand. And then gently, Well, it did take some twisting and turning, but I finally removed one of the rings. I didn't think anybody would notice what with all the crying and wailing going on.
You stole a ring from a dying woman?
Yeah, guess I probably should have waited until she croaked. But I wasn't sure the rings would still be there. Hell, the mortician probably would have made off with them.
You gave the woman you want to marry the ring from a dying woman's hand?
Yeah, what's the big deal? A ring's a ring.
Greg, you're something else.
Hey, you'd have done the same thing in my position.
I don't think so.
Oh, you're so high and mighty, you being a plumber and all and making all sorts of great money, while some of us have to work for minimum wage and can't afford the better things in life, so we have to take what's offered to us.
It wasn't offered.
Do you hear anybody complaining?
No one noticed the missing ring?
Well, actually, 2 of them turned up missing. So I guess I wasn't the only member of the family who didn't look a gift horse in the mouth.
And I assume your great aunt is dead now?
Yeah, great funeral. Boy, I sure hope they aired out that room. God, what a rotten smell. Boy, when I die, I want it to be outdoors, not stuck in some dark and musky room for months on end.
Excuse me. I think I'll check on things in the kitchen.
Hey, you're not going to tell anyone, are you?
No, I'm not going to tell.
So, what kind of genie are you? A good genie or a bad genie?
So, how are things going in here?
Not bad. We're just talking.
You men getting along okay?
Yeah, great. Your fiancé is one interesting guy, Betty.
Nice, never going with Greg around. I think I'll go check on him.
So what'd you think of him?
Greg?
Yeah, Greg.
He's not good enough for her.
They've been seeing each other for a long time. She's in love with him.
Well, if she's in love with him, then I guess she should follow her heart.
Yeah, she should. But what about you, Tom? Have you ever followed your heart?
Once. It led me down a blind alley where I got lost and beat up.
You're speaking metaphorically, right?
No.
Okay.
So, what were you and Betty discussing in here?
We were comparing Jamal and Greg.
And who came out on top?
She's marrying Greg.
Not an answer.
I know. More pizza?
No thanks. I think I'm about pizzaed out. I wish we'd met under different circumstances. This thing's so weird.
I know.
I'd have liked to have met you at a party, or something like that. I'd have noticed you, approached you, and gotten your phone number. Would you have given it to me?
At a party?
Yeah, a mutual friend's party.
I don't think we have any mutual friends.
You're overthinking this thing. We're at a party, we meet, I ask for your number, do you give it?
Yeah, I'd give it.
See, that wasn't so hard.
We seem a bit jinxed right now, don't we?
Not jinxed, just sort of forced. And I don't like to be forced to do anything.
Me neither.
So,
So,
now what?
now we just wait for Jamal to do whatever he's going to do.
And in the meantime?
In the meantime, we eat, drink, and would you do me a favor?
Sure.
Kiss me,
Kiss you?
please?
Why?
Well, I know everything's a little weird around here right now, but aren't you just a little curious
About you or me?
about us?
Very curious.
Say, where's your ring?
In my purse, it seems safer. I'm taking it to the jeweler's tomorrow to have it sized down.
Hey, why don't you let me do that for you?
Thanks, but they'll need my finger.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe I can go with you.
Sure.
So, what did your folks think of the news?
They were happy for me.
Why the hesitation?
They're not a hesitation. They are happy for me, very happy, almost ecstatic. It's just,
Just what?
they just wish you had a better job.
I knew it. They're ashamed of me.
No, it's not that. It's just pumping gas for a living, working for minimum wage, smelling like gasoline all the time.
Hey, I'm gonna own that gas station one of these days, and then we'll see who's ashamed of who.
No one's ashamed of you, Greg.
Like hell! I see the way they look at me. They don't think I'm good enough for their daughter. Well, I'll show them.
Don't yell at her.
Hey, you stay out of this.
I can't.
Jamal, please.
You stay out of this.
You should make up your mind.
Hey, you know, ever since I got here, you seem to have this attitude. Like you make up all the rules, and you know everything, and you don't lie, and the rest of us do. And it's getting damn annoying.
It is not my intention to annoy.
Well, you're doing it anyway. And I especially don't like the way you look at my woman, so you better stop it or I'm gonna beat the crap out of you.
Greg, don't.
I can't help the way I look at her.
Then don't look at her.
I have to look at her.
Damn you.
Please stop.
No, not until I get a piece of him.
Greg, you're making a fool of yourself.
Oh, I don't think so. I think you're the one making a fool of yourself. Look at you. You like the way he looks at you, don't you?
Greg.
Interesting.
Interesting. That's it. Interesting?
Very interesting.
I think we should try again and see if we can't get beyond interesting. Say, you have freckles.
Oh, God, I hate those.
I like them. They make you look real.
The guy from Germany is on the net. He thinks he has the answer. He says that if the genie can get someone to take his place in the bottle, then the curse is broken. But that person has to go of his own free will.
You say it is impossible. Even when I'm given an escape, it is an escape that will never happen. No one wants to be imprisoned in that bottle in my place, especially after I've granted 3 wishes.
Maybe we can find someone to take your place. Someone who hasn't had his wishes granted. Someone other than a master.
No one wants to go. It is useless, just like I said.
I'll go.
What?
I said I'll go in your place.
No, I will not allow it.
Betty, are you crazy?
What are you saying, woman?
Oh, look, Jamal's been stuck in that bottle for 800 years. It's not fair. Someone should be willing to take over his burden. I'm willing.
Hey, but we're supposed to be married.
Betty, you can't.
They are right. You must stay here. This is where your life is. I will.
I want to do this, Jamal, for you.
My God, she's in love with him.
Hey!
I will not allow you to do this. I love the fact that you are willing to do this for me, and I am deeply honored and flattered, but you cannot.
I want to.
Betty, you are the one person for whom I would sacrifice everything. Because of this, you must stay here, and I will return where I belong. It is my curse, and I will fulfill my destiny.
I want it to be my destiny, too.
No, your destiny is here with Mary Louise Anderson, and Tom Copeland, and Greg Bartholomew.
Yeah.
My life, the life I would have done anything to have, is right here. I must leave it soon.
You can't go.
I fear I must.
Maybe we could find someone.
No one else. I will continue this punishment on my own.
It's not fair. You didn't do anything to deserve this.
Well, I did. You see, I was guilty of what I was accused. Azar Rashbani offered me more than Omar Kapish. So I pleaded his cause. I was guilty of what I had done. My mother saw them as being equal until she asked me. And I told her what I was paid the most to tell her. So you see, I not only betrayed Omar Kapish, I betrayed my own mother as well.
Oh, Jamal.
But I am no longer that foolish young man, and I'd love the opportunity to prove it to someone. To prove it to you, Betty.
Well, there's no way you can go back into the bottle because there's no way that Tom and I are soulmates.
She's right. We can't stand each other. I find her ugly and annoying and way too high-strung for my taste.
And I think he's a common, vulgar, unrefined pig. So there's still one wish out there unfulfilled.
No, I see the way you two look at each other. I can see through all the lies.
You'd rather be with him than me?
I'm sorry, Greg. I thought I could be happy with you and 2 half-crazed pit bulls and ride you on your Harley and get great tattoos, but now that I met Jamal, I want more. I want poetry.
Tattoos?
You want poetry? We can have that tattooed on you. Anywhere you want. How about a nice sonnet right here on the butt? That'd be cool. You prefer him over me?
Yes.
Serious?
Yes.
Whoa, this is way too much for me. Him over me.
It does not matter. I will need to return to the bottle soon.
No you don't.
What?
He's not skipping out here now so that you can moon over him for the rest of your life.
I have no choice.
You know, even if I believed in all this genie in the bottle stuff, which I don't, he's not leaving here until we get a few things straightened out.
Greg?
Oh, I understand. He waltzes in here, makes you fall in love with him, and then, with all his romantic genie and poetry bullshit, and then off he goes to mess around with somebody else. Well, no way. He's not really a genie. You must believe that, don't you?
I believe him.
The jury's still out here.
Greg, he is a genie, and he's got to go back in the bottle.
Soon.
Bullshit! I tell you what, put me in the bottle. Then we'll see what kind of a phony he really is.
Greg, you don't.
Come on, how do we do this? Come on, old great genie. Now we'll show you who the real man is around here.
Greg, have you ever considered the possibility that he really is a genie? That you could be stuck in that bottle forever?
I'm really worried.
Greg?
Come on, how do we do this now?
I do not know. It does not tell in the many documents.
Jamal, do you have a ring on?
Yes?
Well, it says that you should take the ring off and give it to Greg, and he should read the inscription.
The ring does not come off. I have tried on many occasions. See? It stays right here.
Maybe Greg can get it off for you.
How hard can it be to get a ring off a finger?
See, it is hopeless. Even when I find someone who is crazy enough to change places with me, it's not allowed, and time is running short.
Let me try.
Jamal, it's not fair.
You did it!
Oh, perhaps it just took a woman's touch. It's gone!
What's gone?
The lamp.
The lamp? It is gone?
Gone, disappeared, vanished. Oh. I just told him that the curse is broken, that the lamp is gone, and that we're all still here. How do you feel, Jamal?
Free?
Told ya. All that genie and bottles. Bullshit!
Well, what does the inscription say?
Love undoes what evil has created.
So, Betty could remove the ring because...
It's so romantic.
Can we get the hell out of here now?
Yes, we are all now free to come and go as we please.
Betty?
I'm staying here.
I see. Don't think this thing ends here. She was mine once. She'll be mine again.
I guess I better go too. I have pipes to fit, leaks to stop, and dinners to repair.
Well, I'll walk you out.
How am I going to get home?
Looks like I'll have to drive you.
Good, then we can get to know each other better.
I'd like that. Hungry?
What'd you have in mind?
Well, I know this great little Italian restaurant right off the highway where we could grab a bite.
Italian, my favorite.
Mine too.
Betty,
Jamal,
would you like to hear my full name?
maybe later.
All my powers are gone.
Not the one that counts, I hope. Wow, you still got it.
Are we engaged now?
Do you want to be?
Yes. Fits perfect, as if it were meant just for you.
What happens now?
I will love you as you were meant to be loved, wholly, unconditionally, completely.
Wow. Let's go to the mall and get you some real clothes.
I will follow wherever you lead.
You're so cute.